everybody. Welcome back again to the public presentation of Big Brother, sorry, Big Brain Naija TV show. Um, we just want to apologize for that, breach in transmission. We have sorted that out, and I hope you enjoy today's session with us. In the studio, we do have a few of our members, our team members, and I'm going to have them introduce themselves, and then we can, do the presentation. We are going to start with Mr. Sai, who is the leader of the team. Osai, can you just please introduce yourself to the people?
Thank you very much, Dr. Charles, and good evening to everybody across the world and to the members of the team on the platform this evening. As you have heard, my name is Osai Ilume, and I'm privileged to serve as the CEO of Evolve Camp, one of the key partners of the Big Brain Naija project. Thank you very much.
Awesome. And we do have Mr. Carl. Carl, please take the floor.
Hello, everyone. Good evening. I promise you it's going to be awesome tonight. My name is Kel Armstrong Amobi, and I am the publicity secretary of Evolve Conference and the Big Brain Naija. And this night we're going to be taking you through the project plan. Thank you.
Awesome. And we have Mr. Cornell Osigwe. Mr. Cornell?
For Innocent Vehicle Manufacturing. I'm happy to be here tonight and also happy to be part of the team that is bringing you this presentation and this project tonight. Good evening all.
Thank you, Colonel. And we have Dustin Anthony.
Good evening to everybody from my side of the world, and good day to everybody else around the world. My name is Galston Anthony. I am the director of the Big Brain Naija show.
Okay, Anthony, are you there?
Yes, I am. Well, was that too much of a short introduction?
No, I thought you were still trying to introduce, yourself more. But that's okay. We move to architect Simon Musa.
Okay, good evening all. My name is architect Simon Musa, a businessman and a team member of the Big Brain Naija reality show. Thank you.
Thank you, Simon. We have David Mwaenyi.
Good evening, gentlemen. My name is David Mwaenyi. I'm a senior legislative aide to the Deputy Senate President, and I work with Osita Ijunaso. I'm happy to be here. Thank you.
Awesome. We're going to go back to Mr. Sai for the official presentation of the project.
Yeah, thank you very much once again, Dr. Charles, and to every member of the team. We can't thank you enough for putting in the hard work that has brought us to this point where we are making this public presentation for the whole world to realize and understand what is coming, the revolution that is coming with regards to the media ecosystem in Nigeria. Now, let me start this presentation. I'll try to make it as brief as possible by quoting Leonardo da Vinci, who is famously quoted to have said that all our knowledge has its origins in our perception, in our perceptions. Now, no wonder it is said that perception is everything, And what is perception? Perception is, knowledge gained by perceiving, the process of perceiving. Of course, which means you can gain knowledge about a people, about an event or about a thing by just perceiving what is being promoted about that thing or about those people or that particular set of people. Now, if you look at the Americans, for example, the Americans have a way of believing that they are the best in the world, and you can perceive that from how they promote democracy, how they promote themselves, and eventually how they compete in every aspect of life endeavors. And based on this perception, they go a long way to crafting a national identity for themselves through their uh, internal and external media ecosystem. Now, if you look at Nigeria and the African continent, you will agree with me that um, we have not done a good job about crafting a national identity for ourselves. All right. Now, I give an example um, with what we perceive about the international media ecosystem not representing or reporting issues from Africa or from Nigeria in particular in the proper context. All right. But if you look at even our local um, media ecosystem, what do we see? What is being promoted? All right. And so sorry about that. I got it a little bit distracted by a guest. Now, if you look at our internal media ecosystem, what are we promoting? Um, you will discover that we are not also been able to craft a national identity for ourselves. Okay, so I give you an example with the promotions that we have currently. For instance, if I ask you now that between Cowbellpedia and Who Wants to Be a Millionaire, for instance, versus Big Brother Naija reality TV show, which one do we have more of acceptability? Which one do we have more of sponsors? Which one can we say really has gained the most traction uh, between in our country? And so you know the answer, but let me give you a quick statistics. 2 years ago, um, Marketing Edge, a research company, stated that Big Brother Naija uh, reached over 1.5 billion impressions, across media and other platforms. Now, if you look at this reach, massive reach, all right, with the statistic that was released by Placard about the impact and the value of Big Brother Nigeria, you will also discover the gap, in terms of the value creation or the value addition it is bringing to our people and to our country. For instance, why over 80% of viewers of Big Brother Nigeria say that it is entertaining, only 6% agrees that there is some form of educational value, and only 1% agrees that um, it is helping to promote Nigeria as a people. Now, that is the reason why Big Brain Nigeria is coming forth. We understand that what we currently have in our ecosystem, in our media landscape, is not sufficiently promoting the who we are. It's not sufficiently telling the story, the narrative that represents our cultural and historical experiences. Now, you will agree with me that Nigerians are very resilient, very intelligent, very innovative people. But what we are selling to the world, what we are making the world to perceive about us, does not represent this value system. And so, Big Brain Naija is a revolutionary reality TV show that aims to combine entertainment. Don't forget about the statistics I just quoted. Entertainment is a very massive aspect of what people are looking at for, especially in this artificial intelligence age. You know, so Big Brain Nigeria promises a combination of entertainment, intellectual prowess, and entrepreneurship. Now, the show is aimed at harnessing the intellectual abilities of Nigerians, promoting our innovative capabilities, um, our entrepreneurship skills, and helping to shape a new narrative about who we are by promoting our global competitiveness amongst our youth, our teaming youth, and demonstrating that there is a reward for hard work, which will also contribute in changing the current perception of most of our Gen Z population. So the program is going to be filled with passion. It's going to be filled with, you know, um, intelligence. It's going to be filled with everything that represents entertainment, brilliance, and the hustle of our people. Because you know that our people are deep and great hustlers, which they have demonstrated across the globe. They have demonstrated across the globe. So, what is the vision and the mission, the driving force for this project? Um, it is to empower Nigeria's brightest minds, to transform groundbreaking ideas into global brands and position Nigeria as a global hub for innovation and talent. And that is why we are bringing this public presentation to you. That you should look at, the value that this project is intending to, bring about to contribute to Nigeria's socio-economic landscape. That is going to contribute to our psyche as a people. That is going to help to reveal our value system, our belief system, and that's why we are calling on you to join us, to partner with us. Now, we have different um, personalities, entities, as you have also heard about the people that are on the team, for the purpose of re-emphasizing or clarity. You had the chief press secretary of Inosi Motors on the team. You also have the representative of the deputy senate president of the Nigerian Senate, on the team. Now, we also have, interested, people, that we are also talking with, and they have, been showing signs of, being part of this project. The likes of Tinubu, the likes of John Bovi, which of course we expect that, if you have a way of reaching out to them, you could also encourage them to formalize, their interest and their commitment to this project. So now, what is the format for for this project? We're going to have 12 specially gifted Nigerians aged between 18 to 55, drawn from different fields of endeavor, as contestants. Now, there's going to be an audition process, which of course we'll be able to tidy up as we move deeper into the project with our partners, to be able to identify these key persons, that will carry the Nigerian people, the Nigerian dream, the Nigerian entrepreneurship capabilities, the Nigerian innovative spirit and can do spirit on their shoulders and demonstrate it to the world. And so it's going to be filled with suspense, 12 suspenseful episodes featuring different and diverse shows. So let me take you into the content of, this reality TV show. So first, we'll be having, um, as part of the content, a comedy and roast segment of the show. Comedy and roast segment of the show, which is designed to provide these contestants the opportunity to showcase, their comic aspect. All right, because of course, there's a saying that all works and no play makes Jack. All right, a dull boy or a dull girl, whatever the gender is going to be. All right, but the point is, the program is designed a holistic concept, designed to communicate the essentials of these individuals, in terms of their seriousness, in terms of their um, 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 abilities, in terms of their, everything about them, that demonstrates what they possess. And so there will be that comic aspect in the show. Of course, there will be the infotainment aspect. There will also be a game show, which introduces the competition and excitement, encouraging contestants to think quickly, strategize, and showcase their intellectual agility in a dynamic environment as the audience votes based on their performance. All right. So you can see that it's a program that is intended, um, while expressing, the entertainment aspect, it also dovetails into the key aspect of human life, the key aspect of human living, the key aspect of human endeavor, because you cannot necessarily be a person of repute if you don't demonstrate some of these qualities. Then, of course, there will be the talent show aspect, which features talent show that includes singing, dancing, competitions, and which will allow contestants to showcase their diverse abilities beyond the academia and beyond the entrepreneurship. All right. So the talent show will go a long way to celebrate the multifaceted nature of intelligence and creativity. I give you an example. The top level executives in the world, you cannot therefore, based on studies from McKinsey, um, and partners, if you are a top level chief executive and you don't have this soft side of your personality, then you might not be a very good chief executive. And so that is what the project intends to also showcase, to bring about this aspect of these individuals. Then, of course, there will be a pitch session, where these individuals will come up with their innovative ideas, present it just like we're making this presentation to you. These contestants will be put together and given the platform and opportunity to present their innovative ideas, and they will now receive feedback, from experts and investors and peers, to stimulate real-world business scenarios. All right. So these individuals, these contestants, should be able to handle certain situations, stimulating certain situations for them to provide, hypothetical solutions to those issues. Then, of course, there will be a food show. And this is one of the aspects I'm going to love the most because, yeah, I'm not a foodie really, but I believe our jollof rice is still the best. You can argue that any day with me, when we have the opportunity on the more lighter note. But of course, Nigeria have and Africa in general have good food. And so the program also is intended to provide a platform for these persons to demonstrate because again, you'll discover that the current generation of people that we have across the world, the Gen Z, the millennials and the Gen Z across the world are, why they are who they are, the fact is most of them don't want to do certain chores, like cooking, for instance. Most of them are beginning to see cooking as something that is, should not be part of them. And so we are, changing that narrative to say, look, you can cook. And so these contestants will be given the opportunity to also demonstrate their ability, their understanding of our food, and their ability to make those menus. Then, of course, there will be a genius day. Now, this is critical because um, I'll come to that point about why this is also very, very personal, especially to our executive director, who you all know, but I will talk about him in a short while. So there's going to be a Genius Day, which is going to, challenge these contestants to demonstrate their level of insight, into daily routines, habits, and disciplines that fuel the minds of geniuses, offering viewers inspiration and practical tips for cultivating intellectual excellence. All of us want to be genius, but there is a genius in you. And so for the contestant, they will be given the platform to also showcase and inspire the viewers, inspire the audience to know that there is a genius in them, by way of demonstrating their genius capabilities. Then, essentially, there will be a segment that is also being captioned as President for a Day. President for a Day. I know some of us would like to be president for a day. And so this program is also designed to provide hypothetical scenarios that encourages contestants to think critically about governance, policies, and solutions to national issues, promoting civic awareness and leadership skills. Now, I can tell you this, for most of us that are from Nigeria and Africa, we can therefore, no matter who you are, as an academician or as an entrepreneur, we cannot therefore take back seats when it comes to the things about governance and about politics, because a stroke of policy can wipe away your labor for years. And so this program is specially crafted to also carry the audience into that, mindset to say, look, we need to take our democratic system of governance, our democratic process of election of political leaders very, very seriously. Instance, we have the opportunity. For example, if a president of Nigeria today, with the issue of the Nigerian Labour Congress and Imo State government versus the federal government, how will you handle such a situation? So they will be able to, you know, um, demonstrate that capacity. I remember when we were having the conversation with Senator Osita Izuna, sorry, the deputy senate president of the Nigerian Senate. He was very passionate about this, and this is one of the aspects that intrigued him and excited him so much that he made a commitment that he made in that on that day. Then, of course, the contestants will also be given the opportunity to initiate a project, because this is a very, very serious project. One of the things that we intend to achieve is to ensure that the contestant that will participate in this program is not going to go out of your public glare. You know why? Because they are going to be relevant after this program. And why are they going to be relevant? Because they are going to be providing solution to um, our daily problems. They're going to be providing solutions uh, to the problems that we have, which of course, when people provide solutions, what follows them is money. And so they are going to be relevant. They are going to be in our screen even after the very first day that this project comes to conclusion, because they are going to start a project that the promoters of this program, the Evolve Conference, Evolve Camp, and partners, we see that each and every one of them succeeds in that business initiative or project that they are going to come up with. Then, of course, there will be the Revive It Challenge. This challenge emphasizes problem solving and innovation, encouraging contestants to apply their knowledge and creativity to revive failing businesses, just like I just pointed out, reflecting real world economic revitalization. Then there will be Hack It Challenge as well, where the contestant will be presented with everyday problems, requiring them to utilize their high intelligence quotient and emotional intelligence quotient and teamwork capability to devise practical solutions, such as navigating a situation where they are left on the street without cash. Now, many of us can relate with this kind of scenarios. In one way or the other, growing up, even right now, you might have encountered a situation where you you had some challenges in terms of settling certain bills or certain issues, and you know how you feel. So these contestants will be given an opportunity to also let the world, let Nigerians know that if you are in this category, or in this level at the moment, there is hope for you. All you need is to put on your thinking cap and be able to devise, appropriate solution that can bring you out of that situation. And so they will demonstrate that, and in a way carry the audience and the viewers into that spirit, into that mindset. Then, of course, the sixth sense is another segment that's very unique and revolutionary, in the true sense of it. What is the sixth segment all about in the program? You recall, or you agree with me that Nigerians and Africans in general, or of course the world, because um, today over 4 billion people have one form of religion or the other that they are worshiping. So the world is a religious world that we are in today. So people are very religious, and then religion is a bit more than just calling a particular name of a god. Religion goes a long way to um, demonstrate our human capability beyond the flesh. It goes a long way to express our divinity, our spirituality. And so this program is also crafted in a way to be able to give participants the opportunity to bring the viewers into that level, into that dimension that religion is not just about calling the name of your God. And so it's going to challenge these contestants to focus on the development of their instinct and sixth sense, encouraging participants to hone and utilize their intuitive abilities to navigate and solve various tasks and scenarios. And so all these have been designed as part of the content. Now, for this content to be delivered, to the audience, it requires also, just as the way it has been well crafted by relevant experts, it requires experts to be able to, put them together. And so we are, ready to work with our partners to deliver this content in an excellent format. And we have, started putting together a team of experts in cinematography, in script writing, and other relevant um, segments that will be required to deliver this program excellently. Now, we have a team in Nigeria that's going to be part of that pre-post, uh, pre-production and post-production phase of this project. We also have a team coming in from South Africa, that will be part of this project. So it's going to be a pre-recorded show which will air on both satellite and online video streaming platforms. Um, and we're also going to be developing a web portal and a mobile application to give viewers access to voting and access to comment on each episode of this program. On each episode of this program. And so here is the big thing. Meet our executive producer. Now, I believe having you live at this time means that you already know Dr. Charles. I would say so. He needs no introduction. But let me share something with you. Dr. Charles believes on nothing other than excellence. All right, and he has demonstrated that time and time again on this platform that you are hearing all this night. He has hosted intellectuals. He has hosted very, very important personalities across the globe, sharing insights on different fields of endeavor in sciences, in technology, and in humanity, and different aspect of life and living. And so this platform we are on, the platform of Dr. Charles, who is a tech expert and a philanthropist in his own dimension, and the executive producer of this reality TV show. The recent program that we produced, um, what might have had me call the Evolve Conference, all right, which was produced in Abuja. Now, I can tell you that that conference is still generating traction, is generating a lot of media reports, and impact, all right. And I can tell you that the participants in that Evolve Conference goes a long way to tell you the quality, which includes the Deputy Speaker of the Federal House of Representatives in that program, goes a long way to tell you the quality that you are also going to have in this project. And so that we can move very quickly. So why do you think you are fit and capable and required to be part of this project? Um, of course, like I just mentioned, we have a track record in terms of producing quality programs, and of course, we Evolve Conference, a respected brand, and of course, the person of Dr. Charles Awuzie and this platform is a respected brand. And currently, we are receiving a lot of interest, a lot of commitment from different partners across the globe. And so it is time for you to also begin to indicate your interest before the opportunity is closed down. Okay, so like I mentioned, we have different partners. One of them that you can easily relate to is what you'll be seeing on your screen right now, which was reported by the Guardian. You know, um, and the person of Sita Izunaso, who is chairing the Big Brain Naija reality TV committee. Of course, we have partners from Australia as well. So without boring you with their names, but you will see that as we progress. Then, of course, we are also very privileged um, to be having Inosi Motors as one of the key partners, and of course, you have the person of Cornel Osigwe, the doing of public relations as part of our team and Innocent as part of our partners. And so here is the thing: the Big Brain Niger project is nothing but the making of celebrates. Now, this is one of um, the cliche that Dr. Charles has developed that tickles my ears anytime I mention it, even if I'm the one mentioning it. All right. So the project is not really about celebrity, okay, but it's about celebrants, the making of celebrants, which symbolizes the stars of the show, embodying the fusion of celebrity allure with intellectual genius, creating icons of entertainment and intellectual prowess. So the Big Brain Nigeria seeks to unveil Africa's next celebrity genesis. And so I know that you are itching already to see that. Okay, so the Big Brain Nigeria project is a program that is intended to reward intellectualism, um, uh, and multiplies, because where, like there's a cliche, there's a saying that when you say thank you to somebody, then the person will have the more energy to do more. All right. So what is the business sense for you, for partnering with us? Now, you will agree with me that the global market for Big Brain Nigeria, like the statistics I've given to you before now, is massive. It's massive. And we are not trying to rely on just one distribution format. All right. While we'll be using um, the satellite cable channels and all those other platforms, we are also committing to use the streaming video on demand platforms. And so we'll be distributing this content to both Netflix, StarTimes, DSTV, YouTube, and other social media platforms. Now, I can tell you that Dr. Charles's Facebook page alone, um, uh, you know, reaches over 20 million people monthly, and I know that is also increasing in terms of reach. And as we go into this project, that will definitely increase. And so, if his platform alone reaches this number of persons, our Chief Information Officer Kel will be sharing with us as well more about the targeted media strategy that we are going to be deploying for this project. And so it's going to be massive. If Big Brother Naija can reach 1.5 billion impressions in 2018, I can tell you that we will be itching to go beyond 10 billion impressions with this project. So, what are the major revenue streams for this project? I have mentioned before that we're going to be having customized web portal, customized mobile application that will enable viewers and the audience to participate in the program by voting and by providing feedback. And so that, in itself will really, really drive the impression further. So the major revenue options are, spelled out on your screen. We have the sponsorship category. Of course, we have the ad slot. We have different brands, major brands in the country. We have a very reputable organization, an international media and publicity organization that we are working with in terms of, you know, making sure that the big brands in Nigeria and Africa see the need to secure advert spots on this program. Then, of course, there will be product placement, and again, the voting capability that is going to be provided to the audience. Some time ago, we were all awash with the information of the figures that people were spending on Big Brother Nigeria, Big Brother Nigeria. And when we met with somebody some time ago, he gave us a very clear figure. With an example, some persons can spend 100 naira, 200 naira to vote, just for them to vote for the candidate of their choice, and it won't cost them anything. So imagine if you have, Nigeria is over 12 million people, you have 10 million people spending 200 naira on each episode of this program to vote for that candidate, which could be more. So that tells you the amount of money that we are expecting. Now, thank you so much for being here. You can see on your screen, the details, or you can reach us. Um, as we look forward to hearing from you regarding how we can partner to deliver this extraordinary project. Of course, if you require more information with regard to the budget, funding and sponsorship packages, of course, they are all available and it is just a call away and you will receive them. Once again, thank you so much for this opportunity and I yield the floor back to Dr. Charles. Dr. Charles, thank you so much, sir.
Oh, thank you so much, Bro Sai. That was literally amazing. That was great. You know, um, I think on our agenda is a goodwill message from Mr. Connell Osigwe.
Who I regard as my mentor, and as well as Mr. Sai, the CEO of the Evolve Camp, and other partners of this our team for the conceptualization of the Big Brain Nigeria, which I think is an idea whose time has come. I bring you greetings from my company, the Innocent Vehicles. When Mr. Charles first shared this idea to me, I quickly embraced it and endorsed it. I really desire to be part of the team that will hash this idea and bring it to fruition. Thank God by His grace that we are here today to do the first public presentation, which I see as the foundation laying ceremony of the emergence of giants among the Nigerian youth. It was Frank Fanon, a German philosopher, that said that each generation must, out of its relative obscurity, discover its mission, fulfill it, or betray it. More so, it was the British Council that once stated that the Nigerian youth and not our crude oil is our most valuable resources. So I believe that this present Nigerian youth that we have today are the change that we have been waiting for. If the present Nigerian youth can be able to discover its mission and fulfill it, then Nigeria will become one of the fifth greatest nation on earth. So I thank the visionary of this project, Mr. Charles Awuzie, that is behind the Big Brain Naija, for initiating this platform that will bet the emergence of giants in Nigeria and will not just inspire our nation, but the world in general. So I want to appreciate you for bringing us into this team, and I want to assure you that we are going to definitely partner with you and make sure that this idea is better. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Thank you. That was quite reassuring, Mr. Connell, and we do appreciate your partnership. You know, thank you so much. And I think we would proceed to Kel to discuss the publicity plans, for the show, and why sponsoring the project would be a good advertisement plan for brands. Kel?
Yeah. Yes. Good evening once again, everyone. First of all, I want to establish the fact that Big Brain Naija is not a project. We're not looking to start. We already started. And the good thing is that we already have the backing of the government, the private sector, and the Nigerian people who are already tired of watching celebrities who pride themselves in brandishing Nigerians as, a people. This project is already established. And just to let everyone know from where our CEO stopped, before we even started publicity for this project, for the past few weeks, collectively, we've been able to reach over 100 million people by merely posting about this project on our individual social media handles. So imagine what would happen when we fully swing into action and start, making publicity and start talking about the Big Brain Naija in the way we should, with louder voices. Imagine how much how many people will be able to reach. So this is a project that will practically keep people, not just Nigerians, but hundreds of millions of people in Nigeria and across the African continent glued on their screen, because this is something unusual. We are not coming with a kind of reality TV show that people are used, to. This is something different. We are trying to make something very huge to announce to the world that okay, Nigerians especially can do something different other than what we are used to. The Big Brother Naija and the rest of the whole nonsense we've been watching. So we are practically going to keep people, millions, hundreds of millions of people glued on their screens. And this is something every business, every brand should, queue into. If I have a business, of course, I should be looking to ensure that my business is, being showcased in a platform like Big Brain Niger, where I'll be able to have such brand visibility. And then we're not going to just be offering you brand visibility. We're going to be giving you real engagement, brand engagement. And this is because of the character of this project. And this is not a projection, it is a fact. We are going to be giving you real brand engagement because of the project who are going to be, watching it. So you, as a business, should, find your way to the business now that it's still time before we'll be able. Sorry about that. I think I lost my voice or network issue. So this is something every big brand should please cue in. Let us come together and make this, a success. We are going to be using different platforms to reach these people. We're going to be using social media. We have a whole lot of, the big influencers in the country available to us and our individual reach. I'm a professional blogger, and currently I'm assembling, a lot of bloggers who just by post on their individual blogs and social media handles are going to be reaching hundreds of millions daily. So this is a big opportunity for every big business, and I'm inviting you to please queue in, bring in your sponsorship, and I promise you, you're not going to regret it. Thank you.
Awesome, awesome. Thank you so much, Carl, for that amazing presentation. We are going to now move to architect Simon Musa to get a message from him about the show.
Thank you, Dr. Charles. Thank you for this wonderful opportunity to speak on this novel program, project, Big Brain Naija show. As you're saying that a man is his dream, he is his effort, he is his environment, he is his reward. We live in an environment where people every day get fed with information, negativity about the nation. I am glad that this project is coming to give opportunity to Nigerians to see how to do things differently. Like Osai mentioned earlier, there were programs like Who Wants to Be a Millionaire, who getting the money, though intelligent, and then we have the Big Brother Nigeria. Now, Big Brand Nigeria seeks to do something different in the sense that it's creating, pool of people who whose mindset is to
create with innovation, whose mindset is mentoring. They will learn through mentoring from, like the video we see, from the best. And I'll share you as we have uh, had promises from, experienced individuals that they are going to partner and they will avail themselves to practically teach participants, take them through the journey of businesses, journey of entrepreneurship, journey of creating and developing. My joy is that we are coming up with something that will not only teach the participant, it will also teach whoever will watch this program. We are not progressing as a nation not because we don't have people who are intelligent enough. We are not creating not because we don't have people who are intelligent enough. We are not producing not because we don't have people who have intelligence to produce something. Our major challenge as a nation is mentorship. Our major challenge is knowing who to go to, who will take you through, who will support you in form of investment or partnership. I believe this program will teach Nigerians some of these things: entrepreneurship, partnership, investment, and the rest. So I urge everyone to get ready, for change is coming. It's going to be a school at home. You're at home, you're learning like the participants. Unlike other programs where a single participant goes home with the rewards, this program is rewarding everybody, both the participant and the viewer, with knowledge, with new way of doing things to help move this nation to a greater height. I will stop here for the ones of time. Thank you, Dr. Charles.
All right, thank you very much, Mr. Simon. That was an excellent remark from you. Mr. David, are you there? Mr. David, if you're there, can you give us a brief remark as well? Okay, so I don't think David is available for a quick remark. So let's move to question and answer segment. We want to invite our audience. If you are there, if you are streaming on Facebook or you are on the platform right now, you can quickly send in your question for us to address it before the end of the public presentation. Okay, David, is that David? Yes, questions. Let's have your question. Are you a brand that is, hearing us at this time, and you are looking for a very, um, you know, interesting and highly acceptable program that you can showcase your brand? Don't forget, we are in an age where um, brands are becoming more uh, outspoken in terms of contributing to shaping of policies, contributing to shaping of society, in terms of taking positions with regards to pertinent national issues and all that. And so it's becoming to be something that is a requirement for brands now to put their brand to advertise their products and services with programs such as this that is not just reaching the people, but is creating value, for the people and contributing to reshaping our national psyche by taking responsibility to deliberately tell our own story, tell our own story. It's no longer enough for us to be blaming, the international media, all right, that they present us or they report our issues in a specific way, whereas it is what they are perceiving from us that they are, reporting. And so this is a program that intends to change that narrative by taking responsibility to tell our own story, tell the story of our resilience, the story of our entrepreneurship, the story of our hustle, and of course, the story of our entertainment. Because Nigerians are good entertainers as well. We have seen that with our music industry and our movie industry. And so this is a comprehensive program, comprehensive package that can give you the value you are looking for as a brand. All right, I think we are going to have some questions. How would participants be selected and what is the number of participants in the house? Yeah, thank you very much. I'm the crypto. I hope I got
Yeah.
that name right.
Yeah. I
Okay,
think
go ahead.
we have Gustin, who is the director, so he can answer that question. Gustin.
Please, may you kindly ask it again?
Okay, so he's asking how would participants be selected and what is the number of participants in the house?
All right. So at first, we're going to start with the pre-production side, where Dr. Charles on or the Big Brain platform is going to put out an email where people can send a video about themselves and why do they believe they got to be part of the show themselves. Now, obviously, we would have thousands and thousands and thousands of emails and videos coming in. With those emails, our team would go through it one by one. And through those one by one, we will select 50 people. And amongst those 50 people, we will arrange a city and a time and a place where those 50 people now do finalist auditioning to get to the top 12, right? So in this audition room, we will speak to each individual one by one by one. This is all pre-production. This is not the production itself yet. When we select the 12 people that will make it, these 12 people will make it to the production itself and see who comes out at the top.
Gustin, are you there?
Yes, did you guys hear me?
Yeah, we lost you at the point. Go ahead, sir.
All right. So I don't know where you lost me, but just to summarize everything again, is that the email that Big Brain will give the public, so that they can send videos of why they believe they need to be a part of the show, right? And out of the thousands of emails that will come in, we will select us and our team. We will select 50 people, of which those 50 people are going to get into a room where we do live audition for them. These 50 people will give a compelling case while we see them face to face. And out of those 50 people, we will later call only 12 people to be a part of the show. From that 12, we will end up with only one winner on the live reality show.
That's
Thank you
great.
very much.
Yeah. So we're gonna post the links, where you can send in your videos for audition, but that process will start, I think, as soon as Gossen and I, finishes with the pre-production arrangements. I think we have David Mwayi now. So can we just get his remark? David?
Yes, thank you. Good evening, gentlemen. I apologize for not being steady online. I've been battling with poor network, but I switched from MTN to a better one. So thank you. I haven't listened to the presentations. I think I am not only impressed, I am very much optimistic that the talking stage is over, and we are going straight into action and the implementation of these thoughts. From my side, I've discussed with Senator severally, and the first meeting we had with him physically, he showed his enthusiasm about this project, and he promised to support in any way we want him to come in, from giving a legal backing. I'm sure I will get that done as we are going, because we know there should be, we are expecting kickback from the sponsors of Big Brother Niger, which is normal in business. And we have to give it a legal backing, give this Big Brand Niger project a legal backing, so that whatever we are doing, nobody will say that the faces they are seeing are criminal faces. The face of the government will be there to give investors full assurance that this is no longer a joke. And I think Nigerians will be proud of this idea. From the comments I've been reading under the post made by Dr. Charles, you agree with me that Nigerians cannot wait to have this program come online. So I want to use this medium to thank Dr. Charles, thank all the team members for their efforts, and also use this platform again to assure Nigerians that this program will live up to expectation. The long-awaited image change for Nigeria. Uh, Dr. Sai talked about perception, and most of Nigerians who travel abroad suffer because of this poor perception. What people outside there see Nigerians as is nothing to write home about. So with this big brand Niger, I think we are on the right direction to recovering our good image. So it's a good way to go, and I commend all of you. Thank you.
Awesome, awesome. Thank you, David. We're gonna go ahead with the questions. I'm sorry.
Yeah. Um, from Chika, Divya, Godwin, Azubike. My question is, will the show air live? Will the show air live? So I think I'll go back to Dustin.
So the show will not be aired live as in real time. What would happen is that because it's a reality show, we will film it in the reality format. Each contestant would understand that what they're presenting to us is an uncut, unfiltered way, and we will film it in that form. While being edited, everything will be pre-produced and then be there for the public to see how these people handle themselves live. So that's what we refer to by reality show being live, that it's pre-recorded, but everything happens in real time.
Thank you very much. Okay, so let's keep the question coming if you are there. This one from Cynthia Oge. How will the committee address the potential challenges of balancing entertainment value with the primary goal? Okay, so quickly, because I suspect we still have more questions. Now, we mentioned the fact that entertainment is huge in this generation, and so we have curated over 12 activities, or about 8 activities, different segments that will ensure that the primary objective of this reality TV show is not missed in our attempt as well to entertain. And so while entertainment is part of the show, we have different segments like the Genesis, um, the President for a Day, the Genesis segment. All these other activities have been specially curated to make sure that we not only achieve our objectives, but we surpass them. All right. From Lucia's scholar, what will be the requirement for people to apply? Gustin, please.
What would be the requirements for people to apply? There is no specific requirement per se. What we're looking for is a big brain. If you believe what it is you have to offer, whether it's a product, whether it's any form of intelligence being put down and can be demonstrated, you can apply in the sense of putting out this video. If we look at your video and we see that you have the X factors, right? And we understand that with a Nigerian population of nearly 200,000 people, there could be a lot of potential in this. But we're going to select 50 people out of those that we can see the potential. And with that selection, we will have a live audition. And with that second live audition, we'll give like the further information what we would need on that audition. So stage one is the general public to go in. Stage two, it will only be the 50 people that will be a part of the audition. And then the 12 will qualify to be in the show.
Thank you, Gustin. Okay, keep the question coming. This one is from Israel Egislonu. Do you have any particular areas that participants will come from, or just Nigerians resident anywhere? Okay. Um.
Yeah, I think I should answer that
Okay.
directly.
Yeah.
Yeah, Nigerians anywhere, everywhere, will be able to participate, but the production will happen in Nigeria. So if a Nigerian in the US, is planning to be part of the show, they will have to, come down to Nigeria, right? So, but anyone anywhere, will be free to join the show. I believe that
Thank you
answers
so
the
much,
question.
sir. Yes. Yes. Excellently. Okay. Let's keep the question coming. So that we can address them. From Kingsley Ugu, is the audition going to be a 50-50 gender equality or a level playing ground for everyone? Okay, Dr. Charles, I'll request you to come here again.
Well, I think it depends on what we're able to get from the audition process, right? Like we're going to be quite fair, to both gender. You know, I'm not going to just straight up say we're going to have a 50-50 representation. It won't be that won't be the
Okay, so just bear with us. I think Dr. Charles is having some network issues, I suspect. So like I said, yeah, keep your questions coming so that we can help to address them and enable you to make informed decision as quickly as possible. Okay,
Can I answer
Charles,
that
you're back.
question, please, of the 50-50 gender?
Okay, go ahead. Make your addition.
It is known that when it comes to IQ, it is equal amongst the genders, right? So what happens here is we're looking for the best and brightest IQ. So meaning that if we have 500 women and 500 men come in, we are likely to have 25 men and 25 women that we could choose. But this is depending on how many men versus women come in. So we, by all means, Dr. Charles and Big Brain Naija is going to be as fair as possible to get as equal genders through and through. May I also add the age gap? The age gap starts from 18 till retirement age. So as long as you have the brain, irrespective of age or gender, you can make it. So let's think of it as the Nigerian dream.
Yeah, thank you very much. So bottom line is for us to ensure that we mobilize our women as much as our men who have the brain to be part of it. From Bryce Adam, are there volunteers? I would like to volunteer. Okay. Um, so for Big Brain Nigeria project, we have not opened a volunteer portal, but as we progress, we'll let the world know if there will be opportunity for volunteering. Again, at the moment, of course, our volunteers for the Evolve conference is still doing tremendous work. And so perhaps you can start from there by joining the volunteers platform for Evolve conference. Thank you very much. Let's keep the question coming. From Chibuzo Aneke. My name is Chibuzo Aneke. My question is, where will the show be held, Nigeria or South Africa? Straightforward, Nigeria. Thank you very much. And Dr. Charles, made a very good explanation about that in terms of who can participate. So you can actually, as a Nigerian from anywhere in the world, indicate interest to participate. But once you are selected, you will have to move down to Nigeria because Nigeria is the location for the shooting. All right, next question um, from Martins Hildan. What will be the reward for the winner? Wow. All right. In terms of the reward, we will let you know once we are going live, before the program goes live, as you heard from our Chief Information Officer. The time is now, but we are working out some other details with our partners. Of course, you had us mention some of them on the platform, and so we'll keep you posted in terms of the reward. Oge E Ubendo. My name is Ogechi Ubendo. I want to know if there will be age limit for the intended participants. 18 to 55 years of age, you can qualify. Um, yeah. Okay. So Godwin Udosin, would there be room for comedy and other stuff that can make people glued to their seats or to their sets, or is it gonna be all books, knowledge, innovation, etc.? Now, Godwin, that is a very interesting one. In fact, the senator, the deputy senate president, actually emphasized that point as well. But if you see, thankfully, look at your screen, you will see the different segments that is entailed in this program. It's not just going to be, we're not bookwormers, all right? We're not bookworms. So we are also people that understands the need for us to be playful, and we have mentioned it in the course of our presentation. Um, all work and not play makes Godwin a dull boy. And so, yes, there's going to be entertainment and there's going to be innovation. There's going to be hustle. There's going to be um, brilliance and excellence. So, from Samson and Wufo, why can't the program be broadcasted in real time? That will make it more entertaining, my humble opinion. Gustin, please.
Well, the reason is actually quite simple. The thing is, everybody has different vocations, professionals, different talent. One can't show all that in real time for various reasons. If there are 12 people in a room, how would they demonstrate their talent in a room? What if they need to be in a laboratory? What if they need to be in a factory? What if they need to be in whatever environment they to be in so they can thrive? If that had to be live, there's going to be so many legal issues and legal things that we'd have to prepare. For example, if somebody says they've got something that will work for shipment, we can imagine that cameras are not allowed at certain ports. Do you understand? So if we have to get that, there's a lot of preparation paperwork for it to happen. So pre-recording is important to ensure that everything is well organized, so we do not disappoint anyone that is watching, but have not only be entertained but well informed while we're filming.
Wonderful. Thank you very much. From Chigma Adaura. Adaura. My name is Choma Adaura. Okay. How will voting be feasible if the show would be pre-recorded? Okay, so yeah, you are saying that is you are seeing it and hearing that it's going to be pre-recorded, but by the time the show begins, you will think it is live. But we are just coming out very, very transparent to let you know how the program is going to be produced. But the moment it starts, believe me, you will not know that it was pre-recorded. So the next one is from Excellence Urichi Osinachi. When is the program starting proper and how many times in a year? Gustin, please.
For when, as far when the program is starting, is an answer that I cannot give. It very depends on when production starts. We do intend to start in the first quarter of the year, and the first quarter is obviously in the first 3 months. So that will also depend on how the contestants are, like what kind of. So it's going to be a an experience even for the production team, because this is big brain. This is not the other show that starts with the word big, that is that simple. It's actually a very complex show, so to give an actual date when it's going to broadcast is particularly difficult. That's number one. Number two is that a lot of streaming platforms would also like to get hold of this TV show. So streaming platforms and live broadcasting shows would take and attain the TV show in different times.
Okay, so can physically challenged people participate in the program? From Isaac Daniels. Dr. Chasa.
Yeah, definitely. We invite everyone, despite, whether you are challenged physically or not. If you believe you've got what you're looking for, kindly do apply to be part of the show.
Thank you, sir. I wanted them to hear that from you directly. The underlining criteria is you believe in yourself as a true Nigerian that is full of energy, full of intelligence, full of innovation. Whether you are challenged or not, yes, you are qualified. So let's keep the questions coming. Um, from Gladys, okay, where is it going to hold? I mean, location. Okay, location is Nigeria, and um, we might be shuttling between Abuja and Lagos. Like you have had Gustin say time and time again, is a complex production process, and we'll give more information with regard to specific locations as we progress. From Godwin Ekuma or Maka, what kind of self video is expected from participants? Okay, Gustin.
Very good question. Excuse me. So it will be a video of, hi, my name is so and so, and I'd like to express that I do this and that. This is how I do it, and this is where I do it. I think the audience will particularly like it because of, and you give an extended explanation. A 2-minute video maximum is what we're looking for to at least attract us to what it is that you are and can do. And that's the kind of video we're looking for. Furthermore, let me just add is that more information will be given at a later stage, in particular, point for point, what would be needed in the video. So this is what I just said now is just a rough example, but more information will be given at a later stage.
All right, from Adigwe Helen. Well done, guys. Thank you, Adigwe Helen. We're excited that you were part of the public presentation. And please carry the message forward to your circle of influence. Tell them the Big Brain Naija project is here, the program that is going to revolutionize our psyche, our national psyche, and change the way we are being perceived globally. All right, let's keep the questions coming. Um, yeah, so thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen. We're excited that you're part of the public presentation. We will now go back to Dr. Charles for his closing remarks. Dr. Charles.
Thank you. Thank you so much, Osai. I think we've had a great evening. And I want to say thank you to everyone, first to the team, Architect Simon, David, Gustin, Carl, and Cornell. I think we've just lost connection with him. And then to you guys who have been with us, I just want to say thank you, for tuning in and for believing in this project. I strongly do believe that the future of our nation, Nigeria, and by extension Africa, lies in our hands. And this show is one of those platforms that we're gonna use to express that future. In the coming days or weeks, you're gonna be hearing more about Big Brain Niger show. The pre-production stage is where we are now. We do plan to start production probably in the first quarter, like first month of 2024. But we're trying to push things as quick as possible, right? We're trying to push it as quick as possible, so we can move as fast as possible, to get this delivered for our nation. This is something that I want to say before we close this session. This is the people's project. This is not Charles Awuze's project, or Osai's project, or just for innocent mortals, Kel, anyone. No, this is Big Brain Nigeria. Big Brain Nigeria. This is our platform to express the greatness of our nation intellectually, in entertainment, our hustle and our brilliance, And if you have anything that you can offer, whether it is ideas, content, your networks, your connections, whatever it is, get in touch with our team. We are open to work with as many people as possible. Once again, thank you so much for being part of this first Big Brand Niger public presentation. We do hope that you'll be part of the show when we kick off proper. Thank you and have a good evening. Thank you, everyone.
Thank you so much, Sam. And everybody, thank you and have a good evening.